No, 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 no.
Oh, Phasmophobia. It's one of my favourite VR games of all time, and a game that I keep on pestering my friends about to join me on. And this is because for an adrenaline addict like myself, something needs to give me that rush every now and then. Now, this is easily achieved in Phasmophobia, because it's a game where you enter someone's house to do some ghost hunting. Now, I'm not talking about clearing the building with guns here. Yo, why don't we just storm the building with rifles? Let's read the board. But what I am talking about is meticulously tracking down clues to find out what type of ghost something is, whilst being scared straight whilst watching your friends die around you.
No, 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 no.
Did someone just die? Oh, Charlie's dead.
Charlie.
This game is very scary. Very, 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 very scary. And it's not for the reasons that you might think. This isn't a low-effort game that just slams a jump scare in to scare you no matter what type of game it is. But this game, in particular, isn't actually even jump scary at all. It's the atmosphere that is created with the creaking of floorboards as the ghost is just chilling on his own in the house.
I'm dead. Ah, why?
And then the random ghost events, like when a ghost wants to play you a song on the piano. Wait, that was a piano in the other room, right?
Piano. Yeah.
Oh my, that was too much fun to edit. Phasmophobia just nails the eerie atmosphere and vibe, which amounts to my heart rate skyrocketing whenever I go in alone. In terms of precautions I would take before playing this game, I would recommend a therapist on standby after you finish a play session where your friends die around you and you leave the area without making them any money at all from these objectives that the game gives you. Because trust me, when they're possessing household equipment, they're not going to be happy that you let them die. Why? Oh no, stop. You're making my vision go black. And yes, what you just saw is what happens when your friends die. They go to a ghostly realm and can pick up objects for the alive to see, and this is just another one of the amazing features that makes this game so good. Did I also mention the fact that on top of all of this, it has a screen mode as well as a VR mode? Whilst not being as good in terms of atmosphere, it means friends without VR headsets get to watch you suffer and scream in fear. This game has also made me overcome fears I was not even aware of that I had. Like, I never knew that I would be petrified of walking through a pitch black log cabin on my own, but I guess now I've played the game enough, I'm no longer launching my VR off my head whenever I hear the ghost hunting me. What just happened? But one thing in all of this is for sure, and it's that I love this game. It is one of the most unique VR and flat screen games that has been out in a long while. Whilst not being as popular now as when it first came out, it still holds a considerable, consistent player base and has a huge amount of playability in it. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the fact that me and my friends normally halfway through a mission get sidetracked and just start robbing the place. Let's so how many MacBooks do we have? 3 MacBooks, a pair of Gucci shoes, how many iPhones is that? 3 iPhones, 4 iPhones?
4? No, there's 4, there's one over there.
Yeah, so 4 iPhones and 3 MacBooks. Now you may think that this is immoral, but trust me, we have our reasons. If a family with 4 MacBooks and 4 iPhones paid you $50 to risk your life, and some of your colleagues even end up dying, would you say that this is a fair fee? Exactly. I rest my case. There are so many cool mechanics and things that just make this game stand out. You have to thoroughly check each room harder than you would check your answers on an exam. For the thermometer to work properly, you have to turn off the house electrics to get the heating to be turned off.
Yeah. Right, I'm back.
Beep boop.
I like sunshine.
And temps to go down. There is a diary that you can get the ghost to write its inner monologue down on.
You should have went in the cupboard with me, not gonna lie. Oh, that's ghostwriting. Okay,
There's multiple ultraviolet lights that you get to use to find ghost handprints, and these are just a few of the awesome mechanics that you'll be using to rob hunt ghosts down and find out what type they are. The maps are also awesome. If there's a piano, then it might play. If there's a telephone, then it might ring. If there are taps, then the water might go dirty after it comes out. But there is just so much to this game that makes it so much fun to play for such a long time. This game can be played alone or with people, but when I say that, I mean you. You watching the video can play alone, because I am 100% never playing this game solo. Because it's bad enough when all my friends die in front of my very own eyes, and then I'm left to do the rest of the mission. This game will also give you a different kind of PTSD to the war servers in Pavlov, because it's a truly terrifying experience when you can't see 5 meters in front of you in an abandoned school and this school-like teacher pops up in front of you. It's also incredibly satisfying to look back at your pictures that you've taken mid-mission, and then you can reminisce about the times where you were hiding in a wardrobe and peeked out for a second to see this ghoul-like creature in front of you. But if you are worried by the fact that this game's labelled horror and you're worrying about the jump scares, then you shouldn't be, because in my opinion there aren't really any jump scares at all. And it's so enjoyable and 100% worth the money if you're planning to get it. So overall, I think you could say this game's pretty good, with the Steam reviews and a healthy player base unlike some recent games. But if horror isn't your thing, then I could see why you wouldn't want to get it.
Yeah.
you wanna check the
Can I have
basement?
this? No.
Oh, I found it. It's there, I just saw it. Holy f*** my heart. Jesus Christ.
So I hope that maybe this video helped you make an informed decision on whether to get it or not, and maybe I even made you laugh. But I'll be covering any major updates that the game gets, because I think me wetting myself in fear whilst in an asylum on my own would be some great content. But I guess this is where I'm wrapping up. And if you enjoyed, then I guess you could subscribe so you can enjoy again next time. And if you didn't, then don't. But I hope that I possibly made at least just a single one of you laugh. And if I did, then I hope you feel a sudden urge to press the like button. But hopefully you have a non-traumatic time playing Phasmophobia, well, as much as possible at least, and I will see you in the next one. This has been OneDuc, goodbye.